Well, hello and welcome to another video. This one is on the somewhat controversial subject of cycling mirrors. Should you use them or shouldn't you? Obviously it's up to you, but I just want to give you my two penneth of using them and not using them. As somebody who's been knocked off his bike on too many occasions and been in the back of ambulances on too many occasions, I'm fully aware it hurts too much to get this wrong. So I'm an advocate of using them because I think it promotes road safety, and I think anything that promotes road safety these days, with the roads being as busy as they are, is a good and sensible thing to do. So the three types of mirrors that I'm wanting to talk about today are all available for under 15 quid. Yeah, so let's have a look at these different categories of mirrors in more detail individually. We'll start with the glasses mirrors and we'll take it from there. See what you think. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at the glasses mirror. That's it. As you can see, it's very adjustable. Go right round if you want, like that. 360 degrees, very easy. And it's a good size mirror, and it just simply clips on the arm of the pair of glasses that you want to use it with, like that. And then it's just a case of adjusting the lens where you want it. So initially you view three glasses is just as normal, and you simply glance every few seconds at the mirror so you can see what's going on behind you. Simple as that. Very inexpensive. In the description box I'll put the makes and models of all these and where you can get them from, but you're talking literally about a fiver for one of those. So that's the glasses mounted mirror. I suppose pros and cons. Pros, it's a very good view. It does give you a really good view of what's coming up behind you, and it's really clear once you've got it set up right. Definite cons, you look a bit of a dickhead. There's no two ways about it, but you quickly get used to that, and quite frankly, I'm not bothered what I look like as long as I'm safe. I don't use it all the time, but if I was on busy roads or in a city, I would definitely use it. No two ways about it. I'd probably use two mirrors in combination with one another to be doubly sure about what's going off behind me. And you'd have to say it's a little bit flimsy. You could get it knocked on, branches that are low lying and things of that nature. So it's probably a little bit flimsy by comparison to the bar end mirror. Yeah, so this is the wrist mounted mirror, which, as you can see, attaches with Velcro, is infinitely adjustable. You can rotate it all the way around. It's quite tough, and it's a bit like a watch, really. There's not a lot to say about it. It's discreet and it's very good, and it's very cheap. Why not use it? No reasons, really. I did have one thought when I was coming back from Cleethorpes the other day, that I wished it would rotate on this axis here, so that way as well as that way, but that would make it even more flimsy because you'd need a ball and socket joint there. So in every occasion you can manipulate the position of your arm on the bars, especially if you've got ergo grips, so that you can see what you need to behind you, so it's not an issue. Really like these. For a fiver, you can't go wrong. Yeah, so lastly, this is the cat eye. I think they're called BM45s, the bar end grips underneath the air guns just go in with a screw there, hex screw, and just adjust them like that. Very solid, which is what I like about them. Good view backwards, nothing to dislike about them. About £12 from Amazon. Don't know if you can get them cheaper elsewhere, but no reason not to have those. They don't interfere with the fold. They don't interfere much with your grips on the bars. You know, you've still got various grips. I love them. They're probably my favourites, to be honest. So in summary, do I recommend the use of mirrors on bikes? Absolutely, 100%. What's the reason for that? Well, on balance, I think these days, the roads being as busy as they are, you've got to do everything you can to ensure your safety, because you can't rely on others to do that for you. And by others, I'm talking about people in cars. I've been knocked off my bike by cars approaching from the front. I've been knocked off by vehicles coming from behind me, and it hurts too much to risk going through that again. So although bike mirrors are more commonly found on commuter bikes and touring bikes, I would advocate them for any kind of bike. I've used them on Audax rides, and I think it's useful for Audax rides because you might be out on a long ride on your own, and by using mirrors you can see other riders approaching behind you, and you can take the opportunity to slow down a little bit and let that group catch you up, and then take the advantage of drafting in a bigger group and reduce your effort. I think they're useful for people doing time trials as well. But I am not going to say yes, it's something you 100% should do. It's just my recommendation that, having tried it without and trying it with, I personally feel much safer on the roads of Britain today with mirrors on my bike or about me person than I do without. And I think it's quite possible that if you give it a go, you may feel the same way too. So for a £5, what have you got to lose? I'd say, get one of these, give it a try and see if you feel safer with it than without. My personal guess is that you'd feel safer with it. So that's it for this one. I just want to say thanks for anybody that's taken the trouble to tune in and stick to the end. Hope you've got something from it, and if you have, please consider liking and subscribing and clicking that notification bell, because it really helps. Okay, thank you. See you on the next one.